2:20，然后再来从2:30，想2:30开始的话，才会是我们每个人的 storytelling time。好，所以那时候的话，才会请老师们准备照片啊等等的。那也会给老师们操作时间，所以不用太担心。OK， 好，那我们就先就是掌声欢迎一下婉雯老师的分享，还有就是教学演示。OK， 谢谢。
Alright, okay, good afternoon, my fellow teachers. Okay, thank you for being here with me. I'm really happy to see you guys, and I know you are looking forward to my instruction. Okay, actually, my instruction, my teaching is quite normal and ordinary. Okay, sometimes I also have my own problems to deal with when teaching my students. Okay, so probably this class may not be as special as you have expected, but never mind, okay? And the class I'd like to share with you today is, okay, how I managed to encourage my students to read an English novel, okay? So the novel I'm going to introduce to you today is this one. So is my voice loud enough? Yes. Okay, good. Well, okay. I encourage my students to read this English novel, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, and I have two versions. Okay, this is the old version, and this is the latest version. When I got the new version, I was very impressed with its bright colors. Okay, you see red, you see purple, and you see yellow on the cover. Okay, and the class, my students read the English novel in the last semester of senior high school, and the reading lasted for about 12 weeks. Okay. I worked with a school art teacher to design the 12-week curriculum. Okay, so in fact, my students not only read this English novel, but also produced an artistic work of their own. Okay, and I guess you don't have this novel, so why don't you take out your digital devices, whether they are notebooks, iPads, or cell phones, and you may scan the QR code here. Okay. Well, you can get a few pages of this novel. Okay, just scan the QR code. Okay. Later, we will use some pages of this novel. Okay, so please take out your digital device and scan this QR code. And I have a question for you. How many of you have read this novel, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Have you ever seen the movie?
Yes, which one?
Okay, featured by Johnny Depp. Yes, okay. Yeah, actually it is an interesting movie. It's a very creative movie, okay? If you have never read this novel before, I suggest you take some time, okay, to give it a read, because this is really a wonderful one. Okay, are you done? Are you done downloading the document? Yes, okay, great. And before we start reading the novel, okay, here is a question for you. Does the front cover tell you anything? Okay, when you get the book, okay, the first thing that comes into your sight may be the cover. So does the front cover tell you anything? Okay, you see the title. The title is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, but okay, are there any words larger than the other ones? Okay, and how about people? How many people do you see on the cover? Two. Yeah, two persons. Okay, the one who looks like a magician, and the other one, well, he is a little boy. Okay. okay, have you, okay, discuss something, okay, what you have learned from the cover, and okay, here, okay, since we have a bunch of people in the classroom, so how about this, okay, you four can you sit together and you form a group of four, and you are okay, a group, okay, is that all right? Okay, so you are in the same group, and you are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, this group you are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, so number one in each group. Would you please be responsible for the title? Okay, so tell something about the title. Tell your partners, tell your group members something about the title. And number 2, okay, tell your partners something about people in the picture. Okay, and number 3, okay, you say something about objects in the picture. And the last person, number 4, okay, you tell your group members something about how the people feel. Okay, what emotions the people in the picture have. Is that clear? Do you have any questions? Okay, good. Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the discussion, and I'm going to show you the picture one more time. And okay, just in case that you don't know what to say, okay, you may use the sentence patterns. Okay, you may start your discussion. You may start your ideas with the sentence patterns. I saw something or someone in the picture, and I think it, or I think he is doing something, or he is showing something, or he has something. Okay. Finally, okay, here you can use the sentence pattern. The person is feeling what? Okay, is having what kinds of emotions? Because, please explain why. Please explain why. Why do you think he has such emotions? Okay, now you have 2 minutes, for your discussion. After that, I'm going to ask you to share your ideas, right? Okay. So you have 2 minutes. You see the clock right here? So number 1, you are responsible for the title. Okay, just say something about the title. Okay, and number 2, you are responsible for people. Okay, number 3, you are responsible for objects. And number 4, please tell your group members something about emotions or feelings of the people in the picture.
Can I have a look at
Sure, no problem. You can say whatever you want. There are no standard answers. Okay? And what can you expect?
The word and the font in the title is like not the same for each of the letters. So like trying to portray some kind of adventure maybe. So like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But then Charlie is bigger than Chocolate Factory, so then that would mean that Charlie is more of the important thing. The Chocolate Factory is most likely the background that he is in. Right.
Okay, so
Alright, class. Sorry for interrupting you, but time's up. Okay. So anyone?
Yeah,
on the cover? Anyone?
Talk about the title.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So like the words Charlie and the Chocolate Factory are in bright yellow. They tend to indicate some kind of alert or adventure, and then like the font size for each letter is different, which means that there's going to be ups and downs. Charlie itself has a larger font than Chocolate Factory, around half of the size of Chocolate Factory, and therefore Chocolate Factory should be the background, and Charlie will be the main character in this story.
Ah, excellent answers. Okay, exactly. Okay, you see Charlie. Okay, Charlie in this the letters Charlie are bigger. Okay, so perhaps he is the main character in this story. Okay, good. What else? What else? Can I invite?
Is it something? I think that because chocolate factory is first appear on the title and on the cover, we also find some chocolates.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So I think that chocolate factory is an important thing in the story.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So the chocolate factory actually is a very important place in the story. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is where the story takes place. And what else? One more person. One more person. Ladies.
About emotions.
Good.
Well, before I guess about emotions, we were guessing whether this is a magic wand or a light bulb. But then
Okay.
yeah, and then
You are very imaginative. Okay.
and then I see the smile on the right person's face, and also on the left hand side, the old man. Both of them, I should say, both of them look content with a smile. So I guess this is a happy story because of their faces and something that they can raise high,
Yes.
in the air. I don't know what will happen.
Uh-huh.
Probably they will be excited and wonder what will happen in their adventure.
That's great. Okay, that's great. Okay, you are wonderful students because my students didn't answer so much in class. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's figure out. Okay, what the story is about. Okay. So next. Since most of you have never read this novel, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of the first few pages. Okay. Because I'm not going to start from the very beginning, okay? So for the first 7 pages, okay, I will try to help you understand, okay, what is happening, what has happened, okay? After that, we will read page 8 to page 12. Then I have some questions for you to answer, to think about, okay? All right. Next. So there are five children in this story. In addition to Willy Wonka, you see someone who looks like a magician on the cover, right? Actually, he is Willy Wonka. He is also someone very important in this story. And in addition to Willy Wonka owns the chocolate factory. In addition to him, there are also 5 children. And okay, they are very important. Let's find who is who, okay? So can you read the description for me? The first one is the girl. Okay, would you? Baruka.
Baruka, so it's a spoiled child. She gets everything she wants.
Okay, so the first child is a girl, and she is a spoiled child. Okay, she is pampered by her parents. She gets everything she wants. Okay, as long as she wants something, her parents would try everything possible to satisfy her. Okay. The second one is Violet. Okay, she is also a girl. Okay, and would you please go on?
Violet is truly that for all kids and mom.
Okay, all right. So this girl is very special. special because she enjoys chewing gum and she never throws away the gum she has chewed. Okay, if she wants to eat anything other than gum, she would take out the gum and stick the gum at the back of her neck. And after a while, after she's done eating, she would take the gum back and resume chewing the gum. Okay, the third one, he is a bad boy. Okay, so would you please go on reading the description?
He's a big fat boy who's probably is eating.
Yeah, okay. He is fond of eating. That's why he is overweight. Okay, he is a bad boy. Okay, and this one. Okay, how about Emily?
My TV is obsessed with television. He has toy pistols hanging all over him.
Okay, you know the word pistol? It's a gun. Okay, so this boy likes watching TV. He watches TV all day long. He also enjoys playing video games. Okay, and you see there is a gun in his hand, and the pistols are hanging all over his waist. Okay, finally, Charlie Bucket. Okay, guess what? He is our hero. He is the hero of this story. Okay, so would you read the description about Charlie Bucket?
Charlie Bucket, the hero, is a boy who was honest, kind, and brave.
All right. Okay, so he is different. He is different from any other children. Okay, he is good-natured. He is kind. He is friendly. Okay, and he is also brave. Okay, let's take a look. What happened to them? Okay, and you see 3 pictures. Okay, in this slide. Okay, they are Charlie. Okay, Charlie is the hero of the story, and they are Charlie's parents. Okay, and on the upper side, okay, here they are grandparents, Charlie's grandparents, and they are also Charlie's grandparents. Okay, so the 2 grandparents are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Okay, Mr. Bucket. Okay, they are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. Okay, and they are the grandparents of Mrs. Bucket. Okay, their Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. Okay, and they were very poor. They lived in a small wooden house. Okay, let me show you their house. Like this. Okay, you see the house was crumbling. Okay, it was a very small wooden house. Okay, all of the how many people? How many people were there in their family?
7.
6?
7.
7? Yes, 7. Okay. There were 7 people living in the small wooden house. Okay. And there were only 2 rooms in this small house. Okay. But even though there were 2 rooms, there was only 1 bed. Okay. A bed for all the people in this family. Okay. So you see. Yeah. Okay. The 4 grandparents were lying on bed all day long. They never left bed. So why?
They're sick.
Why? Yes, they were sick. Perhaps they were sick. And what else? They never left this bed because they were too old. Yeah, they were too old. Okay, Mr. Bucket, Charlie's father, was the only breadwinner of this family. Okay, he was the only one who had a pet job. But what he had earned, didn't afford proper food for his family. So most of the time, the family was starving. Okay, all right. So you see Charlie here, and since they were very poor, so the happiest moment for Charlie was on his birthday. Every year on Charlie's birthday, he would get a chocolate bar. Okay, so the chocolate bar was what he was eager for every every day, Charlie was a chocolate lover. Okay, every day on his way to and from school, he would pass the chocolate factory. This factory was very large. It was the largest and the most famous factory in the world. Okay, and it was owned by Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka was a great inventor. Okay, and Charlie.
So do you have the Chinese name from this?
巧克力冒险工厂 ，yeah， 巧克力冒险工厂 ，yeah，okay, and Charlie, okay, he wished one day he could go inside, okay, and see what was happening in this factory, okay. That was the first 7 pages. So now we're going to start reading page 8, okay. So would you please turn to page 8? Okay, and okay, if time permits, we will read the following few pages. Okay, while we are reading, okay, how about this? Each person read one sentence. Okay, so you read the first sentence. After that, you read the second sentence. Go on and on. Okay, here we go. Page 8. So please turn to page 8. Alright, so do you have the document? Yes? Yes, okay. Would you please read the first sentence? I'm going to show the document. Okay, so from page 8 is about Mr. Willy Wonka's factory. We're going to take a look at his factory, the largest and the most famous one. Okay, would you please read the first sentence?
The evening after he had finished his supper of watery cabbage soup, and Charlie always went into the room of his poor grandparents to listen to their stories and then afterwards to say good night.
Okay, alright, so Charlie had watery cabbage soup for dinner. That was why he always starved. Okay, 因为他吃的就是很少。Okay, so he most of the time he felt hungry. Okay, let's go on.
Every one of these old people was over 90.
Okay, this sentence is quite short. Okay.
They were as
Shriveled.
shriveled as prints and as bony as skeletons. And throughout the day, until Charlie met his appearance, they lay huddled in their one bed, two at either end, with nightcaps on to keep their heads warm, dozing the time away with nothing to do.
Yeah, okay, because all the 4 grandparents stayed on bed all day long. Okay, they had so much fun. And remember, there was only one bed in the family. Okay, all of them lay on the bed all day long. They didn't know what to do. Okay, yes.
But as soon as they heard the door opening and heard Charlie's voice saying, "Good evening, Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine and Grandma George and Grandma Georgina," then all 4 of them would suddenly sit up, and their own wrinkled faces would light up with smiles and pleasure, and talking will begin.
Okay, good. Okay, you read this sentence with emotions. That's really wonderful. And next.
For they love this little boy. That was quite short.
So, would you like to read one more sentence?
Or there's enough sentence to go around. So
He was only.
he was the only bright thing in their lives, and his evening visits were something that they looked forward to all day long.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, how about you?
Often, Charlie's mother and father would come in as well and stand by the door, listening to the stories that old people told. And thus, for perhaps half an hour every night, this room would become a happy place, and the whole family would forget that it was hungry and bored.
Okay, probably it was the happiest moment for the family. Okay.
One evening when Charlie went into
see his grandparents, he said to them, "Is it really true that Wonka's chocolate factory is the biggest in the world?"
Okay, we will figure it out. And the last one. True. True.
True. Oh, for open advice. Open, of course, it's true. Good heaven, didn't you know it? It's about 50 times as big as the top.
Okay, so okay, you can tell from this paragraph, Willy Wonka's factory was really huge. Okay, it was gigantic. And okay, let's stop here because you have learned some words and phrases from the few lines you have just read. And how about take a look at this? Okay, you see the phrase on the page. Can you point it out? Where did you see the expression on this page?
The second paragraph.
Yes, very good. Okay, wonderful. And can you describe? Okay, you see the word shriveled and prunes. Do you know these two words? Perhaps not. Okay, can you? This is shriveled, and this is a prune. Can you use some words to describe shriveled? Wrinkled. Yeah. What else? Dry. Okay, dry. Wrinkled. Dry. There are some lines on the cover, on the surface of it, right? Okay, so yes, shriveled means small, dry, and usually having some lines, okay, covered with lines. And when, okay, how should I put it? Okay, usually when we get old, people will get old, right? When we get old, okay, our skin may get dry and wrinkles may start appearing on our skin. So usually the word shriveled is used to describe old people. Right. And this is a proof, okay, because they look much alike. Okay, so we compare dried wrinkled skin, okay, to prunes. All right. Okay. So next, which is huddled? You also see the word huddled on this page. Okay, which is huddled? Of the two pictures, which one is huddled? The left one? The right one? Yes, the left one. Okay, huddled. Okay, this is huddled, and this is jumping. Yeah, perhaps jumping. Okay, jumping out of bed. So, can you use the word huddled to make a sentence? Would you please? Okay, so would you please talk to your partner? Would you please make a sentence and share your sentence with your partner? Let's form a pair, all right? And get a partner, share your sentence with your partner. Okay, how about 1 minute?
Every day I want to be howled on that.
So when kitties play with birds, birds and chicken huddle together.
Not necessarily on but it's a very.
All right, okay. I'm going to share my sentence with you, okay? I already made a sentence. My sentence is the baby ducklings were huddled together, were huddled to keep warm, okay? How about yours? Any volunteers who would like to share your sentence? Anyone?
Students always keep huddled together after class, and perhaps they are discussing some kind of mobile games.
Okay, Okay, you see huddle, gobble are the words probably you have no chance to learn from the textbook, okay? But they are common words in novels, okay? And can you use an action to explain the word gobble? Okay, can you act out gobble? Is this gobble?
No.
No? Not at all.
It's big bites and big.
Yes. Yeah, this is gobble. Okay. All right. And I think you already made a sentence. So let's do this. Okay. Perhaps you can try to use gobble in a sentence. Okay. And about eating, in fact, we have so many words to describe the action of eating. Okay. So can you think of any other words similar to eat in the meaning? In addition to gobble, in addition to eating, okay, what else? Swallow, okay, very good, okay. All right, swallow. And you know the word munch? In the first few pages, okay, probably on page 2, page 3, there is one word munch, okay, munch 咀嚼. So I think reading novels is very good because you can learn lots of words which you may never have a chance to learn from the textbook. Okay, so munch, swallow, gobble. What else?
Masticate. Masticate. Must equals to munch.
Munch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So can you spell the word?
I don't know whether it's MK
And
is
then
TI.
CICOT.
Yes.
Okay.
Masticator. Masticator is the muscle that's on the face. And so, but then another word would be ruminate. But then ruminate is longer because it's like chewing on it for a long time. So
Yes.
usually for cows, but sometimes it's.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
people.
Okay. Okay. So ruminate, munch, okay, and swallow. And what else? Anything else? Chew. Okay, good. Okay, good. So we have so many words to describe the action of eating. And okay. And Willy Wonka has some fantastic inventions. Okay, we're going to find out what inventions there are in his factory. Okay. So how many minutes do we have?
We still have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes.
是解说吗？
The whole.
Okay, good. Okay. So we're going to read on. 那我们接下去喽。好，来，请大家看一下刚才我们所停下来的地方。Okay, and okay, let's start with and. Is Mr. Willy Wonka really the cleverest chocolate maker in the world? So can you read on? My dear.
Oh, my dear boy said Grandpa Joe, raising himself up a little higher on his pillow. My Willy Wonka is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. I hope everybody knew that.
Okay, so extraordinary, it means exceptional. Okay. Wow. I knew.
I knew he was famous, Grandpa Joe, and I knew he was very cute.
Next.
Clever, cried the old man. He's more than that. He's a magician with chocolate. He can get anything he wants. Isn't that a fact, my dears?
Okay, so Willy Wonka was just like a magician. That is why you see a magic wand on the cover, okay? So it's not a light bulb. Okay, it's a magic wand, okay? All right. Next, Emily.
The other three old people nodded their heads slowly up and down and said, absolutely true. Just as true as can be.
Good.
And Grandpa Joe said, "You mean to say I've never told you about Mr. Willy Wonka and his factory?"
Stanford, answered little Charlie. What's the matter with you?
Okay, and your turn. Will you?
Grandma joke.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So since we don't have much time, and we will not read on. Okay, but I'm going to show you some great inventions on the following pages. Okay, if you read on, you may find those great inventions in the following pages. Okay. 如果大家继续往下念的话，到12页结束就会看到这些发明的东西。好，但是因为我们只有20分钟的时间 ，so we will come back to our slides. Mr. Wonka has some fantastic inventions. Okay, let's take a look what inventions he has invented. The first one, candy balloons. Okay, if you are interested. Okay, you may find the invention on, I guess, page 11 or page 12. Okay. You can turn to page 10. Page 10. In the next paragraph of this page, okay, how about, okay, let's read this paragraph. Okay. It is, my dear, it is, and to all the kings and presidents of the world as well. But it isn't only candy bars that he makes. Oh dear me, no. He has some really fantastic inventions up his sleeve. Mr. Willy Wonka has. Did you know that he's invented a way of making chocolate ice cream so that it stays cold for hours and hours without getting in the ice box? You can even leave it lying in the sun all morning on a hot day. And it won't go wrong. So this is the first invention, okay? You see, chocolate ice cream that stays cold for hours. It never melts in the hot sun. Okay, this is the first one, okay? 让我们稍微记一下，好 You may see several great inventions on these two pages, okay? Let's read on, okay? But that's impossible, said little Charlie, staring at his grandfather. Of course it's impossible, cried Grandma Joe. It's completely absurd. But Mr. Willy Wonka has done it. Quite right. The others agreed, nodding their heads. Mr. Wonka has done it. And then again, Grandma Joe ran on, speaking very slowly now, so that Charlie wouldn't miss a word. Mr. Willy Wonka can make marshmallows that taste of violets and rich caramels that change color every 10 seconds as you suck them, and little feathery sweets that melt away deliciously the moment you put them between your lips. He can make chewing gum that never loses its taste, and candy balloons that you can blow up to enormous sizes before you pop them with a pin and gobble them up. And by a more secret method, he can make lovely bluebirds' eggs with red sauce on them. And when you put one of these in your mouth, it generally gets smaller and smaller. Until suddenly there is nothing left except a tiny little pink sugary baby bird sitting on the tip of your tongue. Stop here. So you already saw all the inventions introduced in these few pages. Okay, you see chocolate ice cream that stays cold for hours, it never melts. And you also see marshmallows that taste of violets. And what else? We also have candy balloons, right? And okay, I'll show you more pictures. Remember this? Caramels that change color every 10 seconds. Okay, so it is really amazing. It's really impressive. And you also see, okay, the product, feathery sweets. Okay, and one more invention, chewing gum that never loses taste. Okay, so you can keep chewing the gum. It will never lose its taste. Okay, and okay, you also have this. Okay, so Willy Wonka can make lovely bluebird eggs with black spots on them. And when you put one of these in your mouth, okay, it gradually gets smaller and smaller until suddenly there is nothing left except a tiny little pink sugary baby bird sitting on the tip, on the tip of your tongue. So you already learned seven dimensions of Mr. Wonka. And we're going to do this. My students have one workbook. Each one has a workbook. So sometimes I may pick up some questions for them to answer, for them to write down their answers. So on this book, page 5, there is one question. Which of Willy Wonka's inventions do you think is the best and why? Think about this question. You've learned seven inventions. Well, so which one? Maybe you need some time to think. So how about 1 minute? So you can talk to your group members and you may share your ideas with your members. Which one impresses you the most and why? Yeah. We have candy balloons. We have chocolate ice cream that stays cold for hours. And we also have marshmallows that taste of violet. And caramels that change color every 10 seconds. Feathery sweets, chewing gum that never loses taste. Molly, bluebird.
Yeah, maybe it's because I.
Ice cream is not
No, it's because I thought I thought about the popsicle that never melts in China, and I'm like a little bit scared. I don't know if it's real. It scared me. But the ice cream, yeah, if it won't melt for hours, that would be nice. But eventually melt, okay. This one, yeah. This one is also pretty cool. The little feathery sweets that melt away when you put them between your lips. Feathery. It feels a little bit closer to what we have in Taiwan. We don't have feathery sweets, but we have like. And then I'm like, okay, this one looks like it's eatable, edible. But yeah. What about you? No, you don't need to. Let me explain why. Because if you translate it, there's only two reasons why. One is you want them to know what it looks like. Someone says dragon's beard candy, but I feel like it's not really making them understand our culture. Yeah, so like
Okay, guys, I know you have a heated discussion, okay? Alright, sorry for interrupting you again, So can one person in each group, tell us something, tell us which invention, impresses you the most and why? Just one person from each group. Would you like to go first, or?
One of the inventions mentioned in this book, I will pick up the chewing gum.
Chewing gum.
Because I can keep chewing this
Yes.
without losing its taste.
Okay. You remember that is. Yes.
Spending my money.
Okay, good idea. Okay. You remember there is one figure in the story, of the 5 children. There is one girl. Her name is Violet. And she's also fond of chewing gum. Yeah, she never. Yeah. Okay. Do you think that you are like her?
No, I don't really like this character, but I like the invention.
Okay, you like the invention. Good. Okay. And how about you? This group? Someone tells us the invention that impresses you the most.
I love the chocolate ice cream that never melts. Because on such hot summer days, melting ice cream will cause a lot of problems.
Okay, perhaps we need to tell Anna your idea. And next year, when we come back here, 介绍这些 inventions 的时候呢，他用了这样子的句型 ，is something. Okay, let's review those inventions. Chocolate ice cream that stays cold for hours. Marshmallows that taste violet. And what else? Caramels that change color every 10 seconds. Okay, and also chewing gum that never loses taste. Okay, so the writer uses the sentence pattern to introduce those inventions. Okay, so perhaps we can give it a try. We can try using the sentence pattern to make our own sentence and try to describe our inventions. Okay, I have prepared 3 inventions. Okay, if we have these 3 inventions, the first one is gummy candy. The second one, donut. Okay, the third one, nougat. You know, 牛轧糖 nougat. Yes, yeah. Okay. So now you can decide. Okay, you can decide of the 3 inventions. You can choose one and try using the sentence pattern. It is something that, okay, what properties does the invention have? Okay, try to describe it using the sentence pattern. Okay, and I'd like to see everyone's answer. So I'm going to have you take out your digital device and you can enter your answer, okay, on Padlet. So would you please take out your cell phone or your iPad or your notebooks and scan the QR code. You can choose which one you like. Scan the QR code and you will be directed to Padlet. Okay, you see 3 pictures on Padlet. You can choose one invention, okay, and try to describe your invention. It is something that, okay, what properties, what features does the invention have?
So we cannot use the 3 you just mentioned.
Just one. Yeah.
Oh, we cannot or we can. We cannot or we can use them.
You can.
Or we have to invent by ourselves.
No, you don't have to invent something new, okay? Yeah, I provide 3 inventions for you to choose from. Just choose one invention from the 3 inventions and try to describe it. And later we're going to take a look at your answer, okay? So if you choose the first product, if you choose the first invention, just tap the icon and you can start typing and you can stop typing whatever you want to describe this product. Okay, I guess most of you are done with the practice, okay? So I need you to read your sentence, okay? How about starting with the first column, okay? Who wrote Emily, or okay. Read this sentence for you. It is a gummy candy that changes its color and taste when it gets chewed. Okay? Alright. And next is okay. Would you?
Okay, well, I didn't use your sentence. I already typed it. Yeah, it is not
But
there.
it's fine, never mind.
It's
Okay.
not right. Okay, it's a gummy bear that swings down your cheeks.
Okay. Alright.
Because it's very hard to chew.
Hard to chew.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's
like,
too hard.
It swings down your cheeks.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So it may swing down our cheeks. And next. Who wrote this one? Who wrote this post? Okay, would you?
Okay, it's a gummy candy that will turn into an umbrella when needed.
Okay. Alright, okay. So we need that for rainy days.
Yes.
Next. This one, it is a gummy bear. Anyone wrote this? Okay, I read it. It is a gummy bear that swings down your cheeks. Okay. Oh, okay. So
Oh, yeah,
you
okay.
see twice.
Yeah,
That's fine. Never mind.
Yeah, the second time I use your sentence.
It's fine. Okay. And this one. It is next. Who wrote this one? It is a gummy bear that makes you slender and provide you with much vitamin C. Okay, so it's very nutritious. Okay. Next, it is a gummy candy that can grant you the right amount of positively needed in life. Okay, all right. And let's take a look at the second column. Who wrote this post? Okay. Emily, can you read the post?
Okay, it's a round kind of bread that's covered with chocolate chips and cream.
Okay, next.
It is a donut that never loses its sugary, crispy feel as it binds to food.
Okay, you've made great sentences. Okay, I wish my students were just like you. Okay, all right, and next.
It is a donut that has a hole in the middle.
Has a hole in the middle. Okay, literally meaning, right? Okay, and next.
It is a donut that makes you feel beauty.
Okay, so I'm curious why the donut may make you feel guilty.
Yeah, because it's too sweet and too sugary. Yeah, it
Okay.
contains a lot of fat.
Okay, I see. Okay, so if we consume too much donut, we may get fatter. And this one.
It is a donut that has low calories, but it is sweet and delicious.
Tastes sweet and delicious. Okay, all right. Finally, this post. I guess it was sweet. Okay, go ahead.
It's a new bar that combines small toast and peanuts.
Okay, what does the word mean? Maltose?
麦芽糖。
Oh, 麦芽糖. Okay, so maltose is 麦芽糖 in Chinese. Okay, all right. And we still have time? No? Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm losing track of time. And okay, if you are interested in this book, you can buy the novel and the workbook from Sami bookstore. Okay, so after this, I'm going to explain. Okay, 接下去我就稍微的说明一下我自己在这个12周的课程当中，除了这样子的一个引导之外，还做了哪些事情。那其实今天后面的图片我让大家稍微看一下，因为本来就我有预期到说可能后面是无法继续进行的，因为其实在课堂上面光要带读这个小说就花蛮多时间的，所以其实就是我们并不会，实际上的情况是我们并不会在20分钟里面做这么多活动，对，因为就是要让学生，就如果让他们带回去看的话，他们通常都不会花太多时间在阅读小说，尤其是对高3下的学生来讲，所以我多半的时间都是在课堂上就把这件事情处理完，就是尽可能让他们多读一点点。那活动部分就是穿插，就是穿插。那今天是因为情况比较特殊，对，因为如果说我们就是20分钟都是花在阅读的话，那这样子可能就是大家没有办法去看到我可能 在课堂上面设计了哪些学习活动，在引导学生。好，那我们回到投影片的部分，就是在这个地方，接下来呢，我就会带学生继续往下读。如果在实体的课堂上面，我会带他们继续往下读下面的几页。那刚才我们的做法是一个学生读一句，那这个方法在课堂上是可行的。在我的班上有大概30几位学生，那一个学生读一句，有时候其实几页就过去了，其实还蛮快的。那会视情况而定。所以如果说学生他们有一点点觉得一人一句是 predictable， 因为他会去算，他可能就算说，哪一句就是我轮到哪一句，那他可能就是也没有在听其他人念他们的部分。这个时候我就是会请中间的某个同学，那你多念一句话这样子，那后面的顺序就被打乱了，他就会比较 stay alert。那有时候就是会请他们就读一段，就是一段这样子，可以进展比较快一点点。然后大家在阅读的过程当中啊，应该会发现，其实小说不难。如果跟我们的教科书相比的话，这个文字就是它顶多出现一些单字，但是其实它的故事还蛮有创意。那它的这个叙述句子都蛮精简、蛮短的，所以跟教科书相比，其实它的难度是比较低一点点。那我等一下会稍微说一下，为什么我会在高3加带学生阅读小说。好，我们先把这个部分看完。所以呢，这个部分做完之后呢，我们大概就是会稍微讨论一下，在他们的这个习作本 ，OK， 在习作本当中所出现的一些问题。但是我后来自己在使用的心得是，里面的问题很多，所以就是我不见得都能够用得上，所以我就挑里面我需要的。但是原则上，学生他们都是1人1本，所以如果有需要书写的部分讨论完。像我们刚才是有讨论嘛，那讨论完如果说有需要书写的部分，他就是写在他自己的习作本上。那我大概就是一阵子，可能就是2、3周收来改一次这样子。所以在教他们回答某一个问题，在请他们书写之前，我们在课堂上都会进行简单的讨论。那有时候讨论的时间有长有短，不一定都能够很深入，但是我觉得最起码就是给他一个思考。就是说思考的机会，他可以去想想看那个问题，或者说他没有想法的时候呢，他可以听听看别人怎么说。好，所以呢，接下来的这几页呢，他就会讲到说，Willy Wonka他除了有这么多发明物之外，他后来就是把工厂关起来，不对外开放。最主要的原因是因为工厂里面出现了这一个就是泄密的，把他的 recipe 泄露出去的人，所以他就是把工厂关起来。那就大家也不知道里面到底员工是谁，只有听到机器在轰轰轰运作的声音，可是不知道是谁在制造这个巧克力。好，那这个问题大家可以看一下，他问的是说 ，If you were Willy Wonka and you knew there were spies in your factory, what would you do? Would you close the factory? 所以 Willy Wonka 的做法 ，he decided to close his factory。好，他是决定要把他的工厂关起来，不对外开放。但是呢，有没有其他的可能性？可能是有的，对不对？所以我在课堂上呢，我就自己想了一些，因为我觉得如果我直接问学生说，那除了关上工厂之外呢，还有没有其他的做法？那学生可能一时之间他会想不出来，所以我就先模拟了几个 scenarios。OK， 那有可能就是他会关门，就是像 Willy Wonka 所做的 close the factory， 或者是他有可能是 do nothing， 他可能就是不做任何的处置，或者是呢 open a franchise， 他可能开一个加盟店，就是请了一个把这个 recipe 泄露出去，这个 spice 这个间谍，把它就是等于收编了，就是既然你都已经知道我的这个配方了，那我们就一起来开加盟店，我跟你收加盟金，这也是一个做法，或者是要 a lawsuit，OK， 他可能打官司，这也是一个做法。好，那或者是呢，他就把这一个就是里面工厂里面有 spice 这样子一个新闻 ，spread the news， 把它告诉就是公告周知，让更多的人知道，那大家就会知道说正宗的是在这边，那其他人都是仿冒的，好，所以这也是一个做法，或者是呢，最后就是可以自己想想看，学生就是可以自己想想看，好，那这样子的一个讨论结束之后呢，他们就会在自己的这一个小说上面，就是写下他们的答案。那我原本规划的是，他们讨论完之后，他们要 share their ideas，OK？那如果时间允许的话，允 以这样子他就可以听到不同的想法，而且他也可以试着 express their ideas。就是除了他分享之外，也可以听到别人的说法。好，那另外呢，就是再来的话是那个，它这里面还设计了一个问题是 ，if you were Charlie and you had just read Willy Wonka's notice， 所以其实，在小说当中呢，有一个是 Willy Wonka 的公告，它就是准备要重新开幕了，重新把这一个巧克力冒险工厂，就是把它欢迎大家来参观，但是有先决条件，就是你要去买它的巧克力，那里面会有一个 golden ticket。所以你打开的时候吃，就像我们今天的 fortune cookies 一样，你吃，吃到有一个 golden ticket， 那你就获得这个门票了。所以一开始的5个小孩子就是 lucky，the lucky ones， 他们呢就拿到那个金彩券，他们有这个门票进入巧克力冒险工厂。好，在这个时候还不知道，他是一个 golden ticket winner。所以 Charlie 他每天经过这个 factory， 那他内心都很向往，有朝一日能够进去看这个里面的一探究竟。所以当他看到这个 Willy Wonka's notice 的时候呢，你觉得他会有什么样子的感受？那学生可能多半都会讲 happy 啊，对 happy， 然后 satisfied 这样子。所以我就想说，那我可以找一些不同的情绪，让他们学看。所以我就是找了一个这个 emotions feelings chart， 然后让他们稍微认识一下。也希望你可以尝试用不一样的形容词来表达。好，这个大概就是可能会在1节课2节课当中所做的事情。OK， 那大家到目前为止有没有什么样子的问题？老师请说。
所以我刚刚在课堂上读的那些文本，可能是学生在来上这节课之前就先读过，然后课堂上老师在讲解，像刚刚那样子讲解这样吗？还是说学生刚你在读的时候，学生第一次读到那个故事？
学生是在课堂上才读的。对，因为我是高3下，那我就用这个稍微讲一下。其实我是高3下带他们的，就是我们在过去的5个学期，从高1一直到高3上，那多半都是以教科书或是杂志为主这样子。尤其是高3上，因为只有1次学测的关系，所以我觉得高3上这一段时间，学生在准备学测，其实是水深火热。那有些学生变得非常讨厌英文，对，我觉得我们变成是刽子手这样子，就是说他一丁点的兴趣就被我们这样子完全的消弭殆尽。所以为什么我想要在高3下带学生读小说，其实也是因为我希望他们不要那么讨厌英文，就是说希望不要带着那种噩梦不好的回忆离开高中。好，所以呢，我就是在今年他们考完学测之后，我就决定我想要带他们读小说。那其中的原因当然是因为我自己也很喜欢阅读小说，因为我觉得它带给我很多乐趣，这样子，就是说你可以花一点点时间就读到一个可能充满想象力的故事。好，所以呢，我就在学校，那我就找了一位美术老师，我们就一拍即合 ，OK， 所以我们就一起来共备。好，然后这个的话呢，就总共进行了高3下的12周，所以在英文的部分，其实，在我们这个英文课上面呢，我们主要就是阅读，所以我没有让学生带回去读。当然我也会希望他们就是自动自发，可是应该是有很少数的学生能够这么自动自发，尤其是高3下有一些学生，他的重心并不是只有在英文这一科，他可能要准备分科测验，或者说他准备备审资料。对，所以其实就是他们有他们自己的事情要处理，这个我也可以体会。所以就是我多半是课堂上能够做多少，尽量做多少。OK， 好，那英文课做的事情大概就是阅读小说。那我们后来就是有录音，就是根据这个小说文本，我有请他们去设计台词旁白，但是没有很长。OK， 所以其实很多时间都是花在理解文本，然后学习阅读技巧。其实我认为就是阅读技巧才是他可以带着走的东西，因为将来只要文本换了，但是他会这些阅读技巧跟阅读策略，他都可以去应付任何的文本。好，那美术课做的就是版画，就美术老师那时候我们讨论之后，他想要带学生做版画，设计成扑克牌，然后那个扑克牌是一扫，用那个可能手机扫一下，就会跳出来一个 AR 的动画。所以美术课就是有版画、动画跟 AR。那英文课到了高3下，其实我们是有4节课，但是我并不是4节课都在读小说，我大概就是取一半这样子。所以每个礼拜固定 定的2节课阅读小说，刚好那2节课是连起来的，连上的课，所以要做活动也方便。那美术课就是1周2节课。好，那老师们可以看一下，在这个地方，我很快的讲一下。然后这个就是我们从寒假就开始讨论，然后开学之后是每个礼拜都进行共备，每个礼拜都继续讨论说这个礼拜有什么地方需要调整的。好，然后总共在2个班级实施。那这个的话就是学生他们的高3下的能力的一个描述。然后我们学校的学生大概就是中等程度的学生，也不是最顶尖的，但是也不是最差的。好，那2个班级都是自然组的哦，都是自然组的学生。好，老师可以看一下这个是我大概做的一个图表这样子，但是要说真的完全照着这个进度，其实也没有啊，就大概是这样子，就12周大概分成几个阶段。好，老师可以看一下，我们在课堂上有做了这些。其实后来今天比较是前面的部分，就是帮助学生理解文本。那其实到了中间，它其实有一些文学的技巧。那我有简单介绍一些文学的技巧 ，OK， 但是没有很难。譬如说像是象征，或是像意境，但是都没有很难。然后都是取这个小说当中的例子，让他们可以去了解说这样子的文学技巧是用在就是它的作用是什么。好，然后大家可以看到，我用到科技的部分其实并不算多哦，那就是用的比较多的是后半段。后半段在请学生就是去设计台词，因为他们在美术课有做动画，那动画大概就是10几秒、20几秒钟，那总不能不讲话这样子，对，所以我请他们就是根据他们所分配到的，不管是人物或者是东西，然后去设计可能2、3句话，上面是学生设计出来的，然后就请他们录音。那右边这个部分是带他们去认识象征。所以我就直接把一个我自己的简报，就用这样子一个流程让大家稍微看一下。好，那这个是美术课他们后来创作出来的版画，这个是版画。然后他们有讲一下他们为什么要这样创作，在左边是他们的创作理念 ，OK。然后这些都是在小说当中出现的东西。好，所以最后我们是期望，就12周结束，学生能够做出一个这样子的东西，就是它有一个这个版画做成识别图，然后用手机实造，就会蹦出来一个动画。大家可以看一下动画长这样子。有点可惜没有声音，其实是有声音的，而且它就是很有感情。刚好这个录音的学生他有感情这样子，所以就是扫了之后就跳出来这个动画，是一个 A2 的动画。然后右边这个是 The Indian Prince， 它大概就是在10几个地方，我把它跳过去。那当然如果有翻小说的话，就会读到这个印度王子的故事，大家可以看一下。那一样也是有一个英文的旁白录音。好，然后后来就他们要毕业之前我其实有整理一个就是学习的资源，英文学习的资源，因为我希望他们不要就是毕业之后就完全跟英文再也井水不犯河水，所以我其实有找一些像就是我推荐他们可以去那个参加这一个就算不能够参加，因为这个是给高中职的学生，但是点进去大家就可以看到里面有很多。所以如果各位老师想要找一些小说适合中学生阅读的小说的话，这个是其中一个。就点进去，它会有非常非常多的这个小说推荐，大家可以进去看，它就是根据主题。OK， 那里面有几本就是我自己有带学生看过，像是那个 Hatchet， 还有 Hose， 然后 The Giver。OK，The Giver 也是我最近在带小孩子看的。好。然后再来的话呢，还有这个也蛮适合的，像就是敦煌书局它有专门是纽伯瑞奖，那其实我觉得这个纽伯瑞奖推荐的小说都很棒，非常适合这个年纪的小孩子。然后下面2个葛瑞的9日记跟外发上的世界部比较简单，就比较简单一点点，可能就比较适合国中生或是程度比较不好的学生。然后 三联书局的小说，像我这个就是跟三联书局的小说订的书，然后它另外就是有他们的编辑群编的这个解读攻略，他们总共有6本 ，OK。那我自己使用的结果是，因为它内容太丰富了，其实我也没有办法就是带学生全部使用完。所以，也许将来老师带学生阅读小说，是在可能高1、高2进行周数比较长的话，就可能把这本书用完。好，那我为什么想要带学生读小说？其实我是希望这个乐趣，就是我自己感受到阅读是非常乐趣的一件事情，所以我会非常希望阅读的乐趣能够陪伴他们。好，就当他们毕业之后，当老师不在他们身边之后，他们还能够把这个乐趣带走。OK， 然后再来就是，其实小说很适合设计听说读写的活动。OK， 好，然后也可以学到很多平常教科书当中所学到的单词，很生活化的字，但是我们在教科书上面看不到。而且我觉得教科书的句子都太长太难了，有时候并不适合讨论。所以其实小说它可以提供很多讨论的素材，那么甚至可以在小说阅读当中，透过视角的转换，不同人物设身处地的去想想看，他们为什么做这样子的决定，去培养一种同理心跟换位思考的精神。OK， 好，那未来调整的方向，这个是我在实施完之后，我自己在思考的。其实这12周并不是完美无瑕的，其实中间还是有遇到一些挫折，跟做的不是很顺遂的地方，包括就是因为高3我们有3位、4位老师，但是带学生读小说的，就是只有我带学生读小说，那甚至连我们的期中考试都没有把小说纳进期中考试。所以有一些学生就比较功利一点点，就说的比较不好，就稍微功利一点点。他就觉得，反正我期中考，就算老师你平常上课交代我做的，我没有做，我还是可以在期中考考得很好。所以也许就是未来如果可以的话，我是希望说能够邀请我们同年段老师一起加入。那也许就是把它变成是一个定期考察这样子。有时候就是可能必须要有一些外力的约束，来给学生一些阅读小说这样子的一个压力。好，然后呢，12周其实还是有一点短，所以其实后来的大概可能剩20页左右，我就让他们自己带回去读了。就整本小说是150几页，那我们大概就读到100多页，剩20页，我就让他们自己带回去。所以我在思考说，有没有可能在其他年段实施，可以让他们做完一个完整的学习历程，并且上传。因为高3下上传学习历程时间是在4月初，实在是太赶了。那时候大概是第7周、第8周，我们连小说都还没有读完，其实不太可能产出什么学习历程。好，然后呢，我遇到的状况是，高3下会有一些小孩子，他的重心就是已经不在这一个课内的学习，他就是想听分科测验。那有些小孩子甚至是不来上课这样子，所以有可能是在学期初明明讲好是 pair work，2个人一组共同完成一个作品，结果到学期中那个学生就消失不见了，所以那个 partner 就很辛苦。所以我在想，以后有可能就是允许学生他就是自己独立完成作业，不要受他的 partner 所牵连。好，然后最后就是，其实我在带学生读小说之前呢，我一直蛮挣扎的，对，因为好像有一些老师会觉得，带学生读小说的经验不是很好，对啊。可是我有时候想说，如果我这样子瞻前顾后的，总是怕东怕西的，想太多可能就是负面的结果的话，那就是完全不会开始做了。所以后来我还是孤注一掷，还是试试看这样子。那我发现其实做了之后我并不后悔，我还是觉得好的多过于坏的。虽然说中间还是有一些让我觉得有一些可能很难过啊，或者觉得很挫折的部分，但是整体而言，我觉得是值得的。所以最后就是以这句话来为今天的分享做一个收结。OK， 谢谢大家。
好，谢谢老师的分享。然后因为其他天好像已经在休息，然后他说先不要耽误老师们的时间，就是给老师的回馈呢，我可以结合，其实刚好是不谋而合，跟我的5分钟的故事的分享这样子。所以我想说，如果我们等一下维持这样子的人数的话，其实5分钟的故事分享的话，可以让每位老师都上来讲，其实时间都还够。好，所以我们等一下的活动呢就不分组，我们就是可能每个人可以上来讲这样，但是还是会有让大家那个 upload pictures 的操作时间。对，那给我们老师的回馈呢，我等一下就是在一并的 休息10分钟，我们3点回来。好，谢谢。
在直播的画面就先关起来。对 ，OK， 好。
在讲是那个。